And welcome back, everyone, to the latest episode of The Mistaken, a Curse of Strahd campaign where our party are currently making their way through the dangers of the Amber Temple. So far, through good use of their abilities, good negotiation skills, and perhaps not immediately being hostile to everything they see, like some parties are, they have managed to get through without too much difficulty. The biggest threat possibly being the Amber Golem, which was strangely more powerful than it should have been. Um, Party met Exvantir, the lich that resides here, who does not remember their name, but that seems to be for a purpose. He introduced them to the Great Library of the Amber Temple, a library with shelves stacking so high it's as if it's built into the very mountain itself, stretching onto infinity. Um, he gave some information, including about the God Eater and about Carsus's folly. Um, Purely because they asked him for some of his favorite books, and Um, Lich seems like the type of character that, whilst craving knowledge, might try to learn from the mistakes of other powerful wizards, or see how they did it so that they can do it better. Who knows? Um, but they got some information and they continued their journey through, with Greed finally deciding that they were going to take Nephron's deal and make Nephron their new patron. As a result, they've had the mind blank spell cast on them to protect them from potential influence from their former patron, Xantras the Kingmaker, one of the dark powers within the temple, and have also been able to enter a large vault full of all kinds of treasure, mostly gold, silver, copper, and various like art pieces. So in Barovia, not that useful, but Greed seems happy. Um, I suppose that's the main thing. As the party, though, begin to um, perhaps help Greed sort through the treasure, or whilst Greed is deciding what to do with the treasure, Nephron suddenly raises a hand. Wait. I sense something. One of the vaults has been breached. Everyone, follow me as quickly as you can. We must. It seems there was another who is tied strongly to one of the dark powers here, and they've entered one of the vaults. And Nephron is going to begin heading that way. And Greed will follow because Greed is bound by contract to do so in this case. Whether the rest of the party follow or not is entirely up to them at this point.
Yeah, I'm following.
I'll follow along. Sure.
Yep.
Misha will follow, but he will instruct Argus to check on the guy upstairs to see if he's okay.
Yep, Argus will begin flying up that way. Vilnius.
That one.
Alright, I'm gonna just begin moving everyone over there. Just for quickness. Not that I'm in a rush, but you know. Let's drag everyone to here. Another thing you would notice as you come into this hall is this doorway here, Aster, has a symbol in it which looks very reminiscent of the amulet that you have currently.
Okay.
The Arcanoloth Nephron size tilts his head, confused, because the door is still there, and it seems that the arcane lock, or whatever it is still in place. The defenses haven't been breached through conventional means, and teleportation magic shouldn't work. This is most vexing.
There was a room upstairs that had, what's the word? And I think I see more of this than I should. This map than I should.
You do? What are you seeing?
A lot of the bottom of the map. A bunch of isolated rooms.
You definitely shouldn't be seeing that.
I don't know
Yeah, I
how
can see them as well.
It's because on a higher floor that region has been revealed, so thinks we've been there.
Yeah.
That is annoying. And
I will say to Nephron, I'll say there is a hole upstairs.
again, that shouldn't be the case. It seems the defenses are weakening. I'll have to see if I can work with Exantia to reinforce them, but for now, we must enter the vault. Stop whoever it is before they make a terrible mistake. And he walks up to the door and mutters a phrase beneath.
Which vault is this?
This is...
I think it's the one we saw from upstairs, the one that had the ghouls in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
They mutter a phrase. The door opens.
Yes, an idiot.
Inside, you see Vilnius raising an amulet towards one of the various amber sarcophagi within here.
Could I try something?
You can certainly try.
I would like to see if I can throw a python to where it'll catch on the amulet and send it up to the wall, essentially.
Okay. Make me an attack roll against him, I guess, and we're gonna increase his AC by 5 for this, I think. Or
Of course. I'm not trying to damage him necessarily, just stop what he's up to. So
3/4 that one. Half.
I don't know why that was a diss, but
there might be enemies nearby that you can't see that have 19 with the...
So that would be a 27?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if he... Yeah, he doesn't have any way to defend against that. So the amulet flies out of his hand and pins against the wall. He's like, no, you can't stop me. This has to be done. It's the only way I can be cured.
We won't be letting you do that, Mr. Vilnius.
I'll have to unleash her wrath upon you. And at this point, we will go into initiative, I guess.
Dun dun dun.
I think I got all my NPCs. You hear a psychic report from Argus upstairs. He's not here, boss. And I will roll for greed. Well, sorry, that's a weird error I just saw. question that later. Tarnis goes on your initiative. Wover goes on your initiative, and I'll roll for Katia.
Thank you.
Move Tarnis up here where he would be. So he wouldn't be back.
Yeah.
I guess he would stay. No, he'll stay by our other risk.
Yeah. And Aster, you're up first.
Okay, yeah. I will move, just sort of moving around him to just grab the amulet off the wall. And then I'm going to... I think it would be fair to consider that Titan attack one of my attacks, so I will be down one attack this round.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will then... I think I will just try to stop him from... So, one attack, and then I would have 1, 2.
That's a hit. As you hit, he is going to use his reaction.
Sure.
Which... I'll actually get you and Neferon.
Is it a disease or poison?
It's a disease, yes.
So then I have advantage.
You make the save, but only just. As you strike him, some of the pus-filled boils upon his body break and spew all over you. The Arcanoloth just sort of stares at it. Alright, but now you can continue your turn.
Yes. I will continue. So 2, and then I'll probably...
I actually missed.
That's fine. I will go ahead and use my dual wielder to bonus action as well.
Yep. Okay, Octavian.
Yes, I will... What can I do? Move up to here. And I'm going to throw the Bloodseeker's harpoon at him to try and sort of pin him. Or to sort of try and impale and try and sort of drag him away if I can.
Mysterious disc spot.
I have no idea why that was a diss.
Because it's less than 30 feet.
That's the same spot I was standing when I got this, so...
Yeah.
Maybe a hidden monster or something.
It should have been a 16.
It's still hit, regardless.
Yeah.
You're good.
Is it 5 over his?
It is not 5 or more over his.
Well, okay then. Yeah, that will be my turn.
Actually, wait, because what it would have been. Sorry, let me think. Sorry, what did you get? You got a 11, which... Oh, okay, yeah, it would have been. But if it hadn't rolled this, whatever reason it rolled this.
Then yeah, I would have...
Wait, actually... No, it's not a reach thing. I thought it might have been like a range thing, but no. Yeah. So he is pinned or pierced or
Skewered.
skewered.
Yeah, I
So
think
you
he was
can't move by
skewered.
more than, I think it's 30 or 15 feet away from Octavian. Like, you can't move
Yeah.
closer than that.
Yeah.
And then if that's the case, that's what, 5, 10, 20. I'm going to move back to where I was, stretching it out at sort of maximum length so he can't get any closer.
Yeah.
And just sort of anchor myself. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah, Canalock looks at this being for a moment. Whilst it seems these adventurers may be more than a match for stopping you, I will be certain. Die.
Ugh.
As with a gesture of his finger, the being known as Vilnius has all of the life drained from them, falling to the body as it floor as a desiccated corpse.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
And with that, the combat ends. And as he does that, he specifically turns around and looks towards Casimir and Katia. And a slight glance to Octavian, but less so.
Aster will just pull the corpse out of the room so it can be at least locked up on this floor.
Yes.
Is that fiendish aura still nearby him?
It seems to be from the amulet.
Ah.
And you don't need to move the body because a few moments later, it rises up as a zombie.
Okay.
It seems I have a new volunteer to help me guard the temple.
I will look through his things in the meantime, at least.
Yeah, other than his dagger, he didn't really have much on him besides the amulet.
Okay. Well, I have the amulet, so.
Yes. It seems that whoever that was intending to finalize a deal with Thekra, Queen of Foxes.
We ran into him, and he was looking for a cure for his curse, his illness.
He lied and said he had a child. I should have locked the door.
Not unsurprising, but
Wait, he lied?
at least
Aster will look at Octavian and say, How many different ages did he give us for his daughter?
1.
I believe it was 2. It was 6 and 9.
Why would he lie about something like that?
Aster will genuinely shrug, because Aster doesn't really understand the purpose of deception.
We tried to help him. I tried to help him.
precisely.
My healing
That
wasn't
may
enough.
be That may be exactly why he decided to say such things. That amulet is likely a boon from Fekra, and likely the source of his curse.
Should we break it? Destroy it?
It will not be possible to break, but we should attempt to lock it away. At least it will not be possible to break whilst Fekra's powers still lie within it. Perhaps a powerful force of holy magic may be able to, but that is not my forte. Also, hi Cam.
Hello, I'm so sorry I'm late.
No problem. So all you've missed is Netheron, your new patron, sensing someone was entering one of the amber vaults. Going to the amber vault, it turned out to be the guy from upstairs, Vilnius. And then Aster got in a few blows, Octavian got in a few blows, and then
I didn't.
and then Nephron basically pointed and killed him, and then raised him as a zombie.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good old finger of death.
Hello, Cam. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
muted.
I saw it. Hello.
So you're saying that he took advantage of my kindness? And that's why he lied to us?
It would seem so.
Oh, fucking hell, dealt 67 damage, but...
Yeah.
Yes.
Octavian will sort of walk up to Katia and sort of like put a hand on her head and just sort of go, unfortunately, some people are just not to be trusted, no matter how much you believe or wish they can be.
This is unfortunately the real world.
They sort of look down at a smile and go, "You're young. You can still have time to learn the tales of people."
I'm not that young.
Okay, sheltered. I was trying to be nice.
She's 25. Like, she's not that young. Like, she is naive, but she's not that young. She's just like,
You are still fairly young, my daughter.
Octavian's like 60. You're young.
baby.
And compared to your father, you are very young.
Exactly.
My dad is like 300 years old. That tracks.
Yeah.
To him, I'm still a baby. She
Yes,
just
but-
goes, why would, but I don't understand, like, why he would just lie to us.
Because I had...
It doesn't matter how he got cursed. I would have helped him anyway.
And that's unfortunately the naivety that gets you killed. Trust me on this one. You don't want to take anybody on their word alone. I've been doing this for far too long, and I know when I'm being played.
Maybe you guys can help me learn, so this doesn't happen again.
In time.
Of course. Octavian will sort of put an arm around us, like, just like as a half hug, and then sort of start walking up.
Such a dad thing. Oh my gosh.
I know.
She smiles at that.
Well,
She smiles at the comforting gesture before she goes with. She just follows along.
I guess that shows clearly what the party would do if the zombie is following you, Greed.
Why is he following Greed?
I thought Greed was like a loyal attendant whilst he was with
Well, it's nice to have somebody who listens for one.
Yeah.
I appreciate the company.
Octavian's just gonna smile and go, it's a far cry from Palmar, but it'll do.
And a lot worse smelling, believe it or not.
Temporary Palmar.
Should we call him Pal for short?
Wait, temporary?
Rotting corpse, scaled dragon.
I know what I'd pick anyway. Especially as he was a gem dragon. You can see my intrigue.
Of course.
I guess I'll
So-
hold on to this then.
Speaking of Palmar, I actually was wondering, are you and him like together?
I mean, they showed up
Well,
together.
we're traveling companions, if that's what you mean.
Mm,
I helped him out of a rut, and he enjoys my company.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Octavian just starts sort of trying so hard not to burst out laughing and just walk.
Wait,
Just
no. Wait, no. That's not what I mean. He's a good friend.
You get around the corner and you just hear the full belly laughing.
Shut up!
Right, let
mean,
us
that's what I s-
return.
Okay, sorry.
Apologies for this.
Let us return to the treasure vault. I believe you were in the midst of discussion when your new companion interrupted you. You are welcome to all the treasure within here. Also, white creature, I would not hold on to that amulet unless you are immune to poisons and diseases.
I'm resistant, at least, but I just don't know where to put it. I'm not really.
Yeah. That is difficult. It contains Fekra's power, but who is the putrid bitch, the queen of rot and disease?
Wait, the
Quite
ear. I'm just thinking about the ear because you said something about poison whenever you were talking about the
Yeah.
ear.
Yeah,
That
if poison is put in it, it becomes wine, yes.
That's gonna be some good fucking wine.
Oh no.
Fucking better be.
Unfortunately, in this case, it is more than just mere poison, which is perhaps the difficulties. It is now in its current state, it is a key to a lock, but perhaps if it is left somewhere, perhaps in the Chamber of Madness, that may be a place to keep it until its power slowly wanes away.
I look at Misha and I go, we could put it in the lead box.
I had an idea.
That is definitely an option.
I did have an idea. How
Mhm.
big is the amulet, James, and how big is a vial? Or like a flask opening?
It would not fit in a flask.
Damn it! I was gonna literally just drop it in a flask of holy water.
Can you imagine if that worked?
Yes.
What was this
Yeah.
about not being able to destroy it unless with divine power?
It would require a great amount of holy power to purify it, certainly. Or perhaps an even greater dark power.
Can I roll to see if I know what he's talking about? Since my specialty is, holy power
You-
and all.
Yep, both you and I think Misha can roll me Arcana or Religion checks.
Could I attempt the arcana aspect of it?
Yes. Ah,
Oh, you got expertise in Arcana.
Yes, I have a plus
Yeah.
7 to arcana.
Nice.
yeah,
How the fuck did I get a 10 on my religion check?
because you're not very intelligent.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not
Ouch.
No, it's true. I'm not very smart.
Octavian, you would think that someone on a power level similar to the abbot might be able to destroy this, or at
Oh,
least.
damn. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
We could.
Would I know any of the spells that might work? Or is that too far out of my knowledge?
Let me think.
I was thinking hello would be a contestant. What is
You would
the
be
other
a
one again?
contestant?
What?
The
hello
Hello spell.
Hello. Oh, sorry. You probably you would need something along the lines of dispel evil and good, or some
Oh.
other force of powerful holy magic. Lucian will perk up and say, perhaps if I was in my true form, I might be able to shatter it. I miss being
you
able
mean
to
when we
destroy
find you-
evil things.
What? You think you can destroy evil things?
I can destroy some evil things, but not as well as I used to be able to.
What is it, Rover?
Yeah,
Apologies.
It's all good.
but for now, if you wish to hand over the amulet to me, I will at least be immune to its effects, or most of them.
Of course. I do believe we know someone who could destroy it, but we wouldn't be taking that with us until we left to go back that direction.
Yes. He looks it over as he does, and he's going to use a spell slot to cast Identify on it. Because why not? Yes, this reeks of her power. If you were to connect to it properly, you would begin to contract random sicknesses unless you made a deal with Thekra herself for it. I can already, just from casting magic upon it, I can already begin to hear her whispers. And he just sort of glares in that direction.
Perhaps we should keep it in a container and look towards one of the vases.
Now, what is done with this treasure is entirely up to Greed now. And Greed, whilst you are here, you can also give me a D100 roll.
Oh boy.
You can do it.
80.
Excellent. So, whilst I would imagine you are searching for your treasure or looking over it, you do notice one thing that you hadn't noticed before. And this is, as you would notice it, is a Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Rod of the Pact Keeper.
You already have an enhanced arcane focus, which gives you a +1 to attack rolls. A Rod of the Pact Keeper, when attuned by a warlock, allows you to gain a bonus to both attack rolls and saving throws with your spells. And also, once per day, you can just use an action to regain a spell slot without having to do a short rest or anything.
No shit. Yes, please. I will most certainly take that.
Yes, possibly for you the most valuable item in here, which I will now put on your sheet, is in equipment. For some reason, that is not set as. Oh no, it is. It's set as an attunement item. You're just not attuned to it. But yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be ready to attune to that when I have the rest.
Yes,
Awesome.
but now, what would you like to do with the rest of your treasure?
Well, Nephron, if I may speak.
You may.
Am I able to return to this place on my own will?
Anytime. Of course, you'll have to make the travel until you learn powerful teleportation magics, but yes, you will be able to return.
Well, then I wish you to lock this place down. For my eyes and my eyes only.
Yeah. They nod and look to the back wall, considering what to do about that. And then they just order the amber golem, and it just sort of shuffles into place, blocking the entrance as best it can. I'll have to speak to... Well, I shall have to do what I can to repair that, but otherwise, I will seal the door. Is there anything else you wish to take with you at this time?
Octavian, as you're the one in the room, you see Greed look round at all of the various treasures and trinkets. And just from a corner, you see this big grin appearing on his face, a twinkle in his eye.
Oh no.
Yeah. Octavian's going to... Now, this is going to be an interesting one. He's going to ask Greed if he would be allowed one item from here, and he will pay him for it.
So, mid-sentence, when you say that you want to take an item, you would see Greed sharply turn towards you. And then when you
would
say...
finish with, and pay.
And pay for it, and his facial features soften.
Because I know...
Ask away, Octavian, my good friend.
I know, James, you said last week that there was one of the symbols that I would have known
Yes.
of the gem dragon,
Yes.
the deity.
So
I would ask
yes.
I would ask if I could purchase that from him.
What's the going rate of them?
Let me get you that right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Octavian wouldn't have a clue, but it's something that sort of ties to...
Yeah.
I think holy symbols come usually like 5 GP, but that's a guess.
Yeah, 5 gold would be
Wonderful.
the typical
So,
going rate for this.
Greed will have a search round and will pull up the pendant and we'll hold it up. Is this the one that you're after?
Yes, it would be.
Of course. Well, I'll of course give friends rates for this, so a measly 10 gold will deal with this.
He'll smile when he's already got pen in his hand. Of course.
Yeah, as you're passing this over Octavian and doing this exchange, you catch the sight of the child-sized coffin in the side of the room, and briefly, seemingly only to your eyes, is the name of one of your daughters upon it.
Octavian has been hit by weird hallucinations before. No.
He was
Yeah,
sort
but this
of...
is extra weird.
He'll sort of stiffen slightly, like body just sort of stiffens slightly at that, but subtle enough that it might get away with not being noticed.
Do we notice?
Well, do I notice?
Yeah, I suppose Let me see. If you're trying to hide that,
Oh,
Octavian, give me a
100%.
give me a deception check.
-1. Let's see how it goes.
Oh boy, you weren't far off.
I know. I meant my modifier is.
Our group is not good at lying.
I mean,
in
would you
general.
like me to roll for that, or would you like?
Yep.
That's-
Give an insight check.
I mean, my my
it would be
insight
literally
is
impossible for
the
me to
roll.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing right through that.
Cool. So I'll literally walk straight over to the item that he's looking at, and we'll turn around. And can I get an inside check from Octavian? That's all.
Yes, I'll do an insight.
Out of
Go
curiosity.
for it.
Natural 20. Holy shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
just out of curiosity, has Octavian dealt with any dragons before? Like,
Ah,
No.
I'll say that's up to James.
yeah, that's up to you on
Hmm.
that one, James.
Well, you're obviously a pilot in the astral sea. A common thing you would have had to deal with as part of your travels would be the gift. And the gift use red dragons.
Yep. So, probably seen a few at least.
Yeah, you've probably not had much dealing with them apart from maybe in combat. But let me just.
Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as I said with the description of this, it is specifically a child-sized sarcophagus made of black wood inlaid with gold. You obviously saw the name, but even to your eyes, as you look at it for a bit longer, perhaps while trying not to, the shape of like the like engraving on top, that would normally represent like the person inside, does take on a form very similar to an astropotamus.
Okay.
So just to continue off that, so you've dealt with red dragons.
Yes.
So your insight with a natural 20, you've seen this kind of look. You've dealt with this kind of thing. You've probably ventured out and you've maybe even hunted down the dragons, stalked them out to their lair, and when they're sat upon their hoard,
Yep.
this is the same look that you're getting from Greed. When you're, especially as you're picking at the hoard and saying that you want to barter for it, this is almost like giving Greed the biggest compliment that he's ever received. You see this big grin, you see glinting eyes. He is ecstatic that you are interested in what he now has.
Yeah.
And so he notices that you you pick up the coffin or the sarcophagus. Was it sarcophagus? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sarcophagus specifically. I said coffin, but
That's no
technically
problem.
same thing.
Yes, yeah. So he will walk over to it and will place a hand upon it. Was this something that has caught your eye?
The craftsmanship is beautiful.
A little-
However, not for the reason you may think.
I was going to say a little preemptive, might I add.
Yes. They were sort of looking. So Just double checking you. There is actually that engraved on it. Yes.
Your eyes.
My eyes. Okay. And I'll just look at Greed and sort of. He'll walk up with him, sort of next to him with it, and explain what. He was sort of whispered, sort of quiet, so it's not overheard. Explain what he sees. So, as you can imagine, it's yes, it caught my eye for the unfortunate the wrong reason.
I completely understand your predicament. But of course, and I don't see this. The name.
Give me Greed a perception check, even though you're looking right at it.
Yeah, that's fine. 18?
You can see a slight glimmer over it, but you can't see any name written upon it.
Okay. Coming close, Octavian.
Of course, he will do.
I know how much this means to you, but of course with the craftsmanship and the wealth of this item, I can't let it go. I'm sure you understand.
I understand completely.
So...
Octavian's getting a bit sort of unnerved slightly, trying not to sort of let that show. But and the hand of it, Greed's known Octavian long enough to know, subtle shifts in his mannerisms, the way he speaks, things like that.
Yeah. Oh, this is different to what you know, Greed.
Yeah, this is why he's very sort of.
So, how about this? Because you mean so much to me, I will allow you to take this item from my trove. However, I do want to let you know of its value.
Of course.
500 gold pieces. Every last bit of it. And I can't let that go unwillingly. And so I've come to think, perhaps you'd like to make a deal.
And what would this deal entail?
Well, perhaps once we leave this place, a similar situation to Palmar, you come into my service and you work for me. And, well, we'll talk about Palmar's going rate, but once you pay it off, then of course you're free. But you can have this item, no worries at all.
He'll look at him, you really look at him. I'll need time to think regarding that.
Oh, of course, don't worry.
First, we need to get out of this place.
Yes, of course, this
then,
place.
Of course, I have my family as well, as you understand.
Exactly, you must think of your family.
Of course. He'll sort of look at Green, really look at him. And sort of smile. Well, we've got to get through this place first.
Of course.
Trying to gesture, not usher him out in a way to make it, but trying to sort of get him to come out for but not in a way that's too obvious, if that makes any sense. Of course. And yeah, he'll sort of say, once you've done your inventory, we'll meet you outside.
Of course. Well,
Yeah, Octavian.
if you do change your mind, you know where it's going to be.
Of course. Yeah, Octavian just sort of walk out the room and just lean against the wall, sort of behind the statue, just sort of, yeah, that's really sort of troubled him a bit. Hearing sort of how Greed's changed and.
Can I tell as Octavian steps out? Like his facial...
Give me an insight check.
I mean, he's doing his
I would
best
like
to hide it, but you all know Octavian.
Yeah.
I would also like to go inside, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't beat that if I tried.
Yeah, you can see right through them cut. Yeah, and I'm gonna say based on the conversation stuff, you can as well, Aster, but
Aster
Misha
would just
cannot.
walk over to Octavian and then look into his eyes and sort of go the same way Octavian has with Aster, sort of put his hand on Octavian's shoulder and go, just sort of say, in a similar way to the way Octavian has before, and just kind of go, if you'd like, we can talk about it later.
He just sort of nods, doesn't really sort of say anything, just nods and reaches into his pack to pull out the I want to pull out one of his cigars and where is it? One of the bottles of the Lindenwell alcohol just has a sort of drink. You can see that his hand is shaking slightly.
What did you see in there?
He just sort of shakes his head a bit. You can see the colour has sort of isn't quite there in him or in his face at this moment in time. He just sort of shakes his head and gives you a look as if to say later.
Okay.
You just sort of look around and as if to sort of gesture, too many years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
have a drink and have one of sort of chew on one of his cigars while he's waiting.
At that point, Greed will walk out and will say,
Would you like
"Oh, go."
Would you like your zombie companion to stay behind as an in-house guard?
Yes, why not? Would be good to keep the statue company. And seal
Nice,
the
and then-
door.
It is unfortunate, Greed, that you did not come sooner. There was another vault, but that has long since been ransacked.
By who?
Marauders and various people. I believe the last person to take treasure from here was a dusk elf who often visits.
Hmm.
You know of their name?
Wait,
The party would know because it's been mentioned that one of the people who frequents here is Rahadin, Strahd's
Rahadin.
butler.
Yep.
that's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Well,
It's
Right.
possible that some of the treasure from within here now is within Ravenloft.
And that
Which-
treasure being
Royal
rightfully
again.
mine.
Yeah, that would be what Greed thinks in their head, that treasure belongs rightfully to them. And unfortunately, that was the greater of the two treasures as well.
Why does he need more wealth?
Aster will speak
Wow.
up and just kind of go, any further treasure found would be equally split with the Monster Hunters organization.
Not at all. If it was taken from my vault, then it is rightfully mine.
You were given the vault as part of your agreement. The other
Correct,
vault
and
wasn't
the
part of
vault has been ransacked.
it. Before you got it.
That's beside the point.
I'm
Guys,
saying
can
this
we
as the
not
leader
right now?
of the...
Are you
Great
trying to
Record.
take my treasure away from me?
Okay,
Aster?
both of you, enough. Now is not the time to be arguing at all. Please.
Then when is?
Not when we're here.
I mean,
How
we've
about we get out
done
of
the
this place
delivery.
alive first?
We've done the delivery. We aren't going to be making deals with any dark powers. We should leave.
If leaving is what you wish to do, then there is only one more thing to do before you do so. That was a very poorly structured sentence, and I feel bad for it. I will have to consider my
I'll
language
discipline you
later.
later.
Yes.
Discipline you later.
There is the one chamber that not even I can unlock, but you, my group of adventurers, can. Within, you will find details of rituals to summon the energies of a dark power that is rampant in the world and bind it once more. I can show you the way to such a chamber.
I think I saw the door.
Yes,
Lead on.
I will indeed do so. As you're being led away, Greed, is there any reluctance to you as you walk away from your vault of treasures? I should take that as a
Are you muted, Cam?
I'm also
Mhm.
following.
Yep. They lead you towards the door. Here it is. You will need to open it. Wait, third one. As again, the party haven't introduced themselves, perhaps for good reason. Except Greed. He knows Greed's name.
Yeah, Aster will step forward and hold up the amulet.
As you hold it up and press it into the indentation, the door begins to glow before sliding open, revealing what again looks like another desolate chamber. But at the end is a large ironwork figure coated in magical runes, holding in its hand a crystal of
I will step forward.
a 5-pound sphere of smoky grey quartz, about the size of a grapefruit.
Wait. Is that similar to the orb in the statue of Strahd that we found in the Durst house?
Found an orb in the statue of Strahd?
The orb I touched in some of the shades, which we then destroyed.
Was this before me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, what?
Yes, there is a
Similar,
smoky gray
but
orb.
similar, but this one just has a pair of amber-colored eyes looking back at you from within.
I look towards Nephron and go, and what should we do with this?
That orb is known as a professor orb. It contains extensive knowledge of several academic subjects. In this case, this one is specifically bound and who know about abjuration magic and its various purchase uses. It also has vast knowledge on the dark powers itself.
Okay, I will reach out and pick it up. I presume that or
Hello? Whom am I speaking to?
oh no.
It's a silly voice.
Is this speaking in my mind or
Nope, this is
Don't you dare call it Professor Scans.
this is out loud.
What voice
So
was
we
it
all
again?
can hear this?
Yes, you can all hear me, that's true.
this is we're monster hunters trying to seal a dark power.
Ah, excellent, excellent. That is why I am in here. I am the greatest scholar of dark powers in existence. Though Outstantier might think otherwise. Bloody liches think they know everything just because they make a deal with the dark powers. Right, what exactly do you wish to know?
How do you seal one away to return it to
Ah,
its place?
you wish to know the rituals of the Amber Temple.
If
Wow.
possible, how to kill it.
Killing a dark power is not easy. It has not been done for a very long time.
But it's
It
been
is
done.
almost akin to killing a god themselves, but gods can die. But, that bit of knowledge on how they were killed has been long since lost and was a great feature of my research.
Who are you?
Ah, you may call me Professor Zeke.
Oh. It's a pleasure.
Zeke, well, I am the outcome of an attempt to bring back that which is, from the research we figured out, perhaps designed to kill a god.
Ah, you must be associated with that order, the Light Brand, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Quite intriguing. I know that they have always wished the capability to kill gods, and it is actually with them that I spent much time learning. Though, after a while, Dahlia did call my voice quite annoying and sealed and gave me back. I was alone, you see. But yes. Killing may be outside your capabilities, but let me have a think. Let me have a think. I have the ritual in here somewhere. Hmm. Ah, yes. I see you have the amulet too. Excellent. The amulet is the chains that bind. Wait. The orb lifts itself up out of your hand, suspended by a mage hand, and moves over towards Greed. And you have a piece of sealing amber. All the pieces are here. You just need the knowledge. That's why you need me.
Right. And what exactly can you do?
I can provide you with the knowledge because I know the things that must be known, and only I know them.
Well, I guess that kind of sort of makes sense.
Even that furry over there doesn't know them. Points to Nephron with the mage hand.
If it would be helpful, and you would need a pair of hands, and you are a soul, there may be a better option that you have rather than being in an orb.
You see, the orb is quite, well, the difficulty is I am what is known as a sentient magic item. I'm just enchanted with powerful magic that created me, so I can't really easily transfer bodies. So I will have to travel with you.
I can't unhear Moss from the icy crowd. It's killing
See, my brain went Roz from Monsters Inc. If you see the side chat.
If the rest of the party looks annoyed, you guys would see that Aster has no veil of annoyance whatsoever. They're just like perked ears up listening to this guy.
Yeah, Katia's not annoyed either. She's also like, ooh, yeah, tell me more,
Yes. So, which dark power in particular is it you are wishing to reseal or otherwise murder brutally with a big stick?
Vampire.
Or vampire.
All of them if possible, but vampire is the one we need to seal.
Yeah,
Would be ideal to keep them all away.
Vampire, the dark power, drinker of blood, devourer of souls! That one?
Yes.
I think so.
That'd be the one, yeah.
Yeah.
So Vampire has a host. Most intriguing. I have not, with the exception of Exantia, I have not seen many results of dark power hosting. That would be an interesting sight in itself, and that shall be my payment for helping you on this noble quest.
Oh, that really got me.
Oh, jolly.
And what would that be? Just to clarify?
Seeing the results of what a dark power is capable of when it has a host body.
So you want to meet the host?
He wants to see.
Yes. I would need to see him in order to help you seal him away. Unless you wish me to do it with my eyes closed.
I'm
Which
sure
is
we
impossible
can
unless you put me in a bag.
I'm sure we
Katia-
can take it with us.
Katia just groans to herself and she just kind of says, I really don't want to see him right now.
Aster will start tying some rope together and creating a sling of rope so that the orb can dangle off their waist rather than have to carry
I'm
it.
just gonna hold up the bag of holding and just wave it. It's like, I think I have a better option.
For some reason in my head, I'm picturing it almost like the glow flask vial from Monster Hunter. Now,
It's very
no.
much what I'm thinking is the orb, just a ball in a little sling bag, effectively.
yes, in order to successfully defeat the dark power, you must first kill its host. And whilst its host is dead, you must recite the necessary ritualistic spells with the necessary ritualistic ingredients, and only then can you summon it in a physical form for you to weaken enough to seal away. For it will not be a matter of just words, it will be mighty combat.
So
And
you can't
what are
seal
the
it away, right?
materials?
Let me think. For vampire, you will need... You'll need things that vampires hate.
Garlic,
Garlic,
holy water.
Garlic, holy water,
a stable
wooden
relationship.
stakes, holy symbols.
A sun.
A stable relationship?
Yes.
A healthy one?
No, that's not all vampires, dear. It seems like you maybe just had bad luck. The mage
Maybe
man
the
pats you on the
next
head.
Maybe the next one.
Yeah. But, yes, if you were able to defeat the body, if it's vampire, it would become a vampire, which means upon defeating him, he will return to his coffin or some other designated resting place. If you were to surround that place with an arcane symbol, which I will teach you to draw, drawn of garlic-laced holy water, and then place the holy symbol of a powerful god, or perhaps a powerful sun-based weapon.
Can I roll to see if this is sounding correct? Because there's a tiny part of me that's like, this guy sounds like he's kind of bullshitting.
You can certainly roll an insight check.
I mean, I wouldn't know if he's telling the truth or not, but to me, this is like, I don't know, it sounds a little too good to be true, per se.
I mean, he's the only one that knows this information.
You can roll.
I forgot how much. I forgot. Yeah, you can roll something. What would you like to roll?
That'd be insight, I guess.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Why? I just don't
He's-
really feel like I can trust him right now.
He seems to be being totally truthful.
Okay.
I'm just going to look to Nephron.
Yes, his Professor Zeke is the foremost expert on the dark powers. He knows the anathema or anathema. The thing they really hate for all of them.
The anathema, yes.
Anathema,
yeah.
yeah.
Then we'll
Yeah,
need him in
good.
the research division. Aster is going to finish making that sling and then offer a sling for the orb to hang out in.
Sure. And it will just float into the sling. Nice cradle. I can have a nap. That metal statue. Not very comfortable. It can't even move anymore. Used to be able to. But...
Oh.
Someone lost the control mechanism for it.
Wait, is it a golem?
It is a... It will be... Now that you're looking at it more closely.
Oh.
Nice.
It's Sheila.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe if we can find the controller. It could be of some use. Maybe.
Possible, though I'm pretty sure the wizard responsible for using it lost it somewhere. So it could be anywhere in Barovia at this point. Not really my area of expertise. I was just left in its hand because it had the right shaped hand to hold me. They're very good at slapping.
Wait,
Slapping?
which wizard was it? Was it Zong?
No.
Exeter? The
no,
one that lets
Santi is
the
forgetful,
legion...
but he's not good at losing things.
Well, if we leave these doors open to it, and we do find a It's amulet.
I
Remote.
believe,
Call
I
it.
believe it was Azavius. He was a master of creating magic items and then forgetting where he put them.
Oh, so
Like
that
he
was
didn't
like a
lose
thing
me.
he did.
Yes. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
there's meant to be some animated brooms keeping this place clean, but I've not seen them in years.
I look at Greed.
Yeah, it
But
looks
then
like
again, my door's been locked, so maybe they're somewhere else.
Didn't you find one of those, Greed?
Greed will be looking at his hands and realizing that no embers are coming up from them anymore. And we'll just drop it. It's like, haha, very funny.
Greed's always right, says a voice from inside Greed's back.
Holding.
What was that?
I forgot what's in Greed. Oh, the broom's in the
fucking
back.
broom.
Yep.
I was sitting there thinking.
Wait a minute! Wait,
I
the
was sitting there
broom
thinking, what the
has been with us the whole damn time?
Greed would actually
Yes,
be like,
Talmar repaired it.
Greed would
Palmer-
actually be like, shut up, Palmer. Oh.
Well,
Yes,
It's so
Greed, we
funny.
can go back to Valaki.
Yes,
Then-
I'm.
I
And
think
yes.
we leave the store open in case we do find the key to this thing.
Yes. That might be wise. After all, you've got me with you, so the only thing of value in here is gone. Unless you can count the defunct shield guardian, but,
So
Um,
is there anything else that we want to do here?
I look at the.
have you
Alright.
found the Helm of Brilliance yet?
Wait, it
There's
was.
the what?
Nephron goes, no, unfortunately. Nephron goes, no, unfortunately, that was stolen. What? What have you been doing, Nephron? You're meant to guard this place. He sighs. I was away on business at the time.
Thank
But-
you.
What about it? What about X Factor? No, but forget. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Where's my dad?
He's okay.
It's a good.
Argus is
he's just-
keeping an eye on him.
Yeah.
I don't like that we're away from my dad. I
Tarnish was supposed to stay with him.
Go
I sent him
back
to
to
follow him, but I
Casimir.
must have accidentally sent him to follow me. But
It's still,
He's just sitting there waiting. He doesn't. He's considering things.
well,
And have we
Hi.
actually found the statue-esque of vampire?
we
You
know it's
have not.
under the library, I think, because that's what.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's why we got a whole spiel about the. I think that was when we got the spiel about the corpse stars. We found out that they were together.
No.
Yeah. The three most powerful dark powers within here, within a single room. You were told the Corpse Star, Vampire, and Tenebris.
Well, it might be worth having a look at it just to make sure everything is prepared for our return.
Aster will speak up and go. I know this is a little bit of a thing, but when we were in your vault, I saw that there were some boxes in the room beyond. I only mentioned this because last time we saw those, and Misha said they were undead in there.
And your problem with that?
I'm just mentioning it because last time we nearly died.
Well, as you know, this vault is protected.
It was on the other side.
Yeah,
through the hole.
because remember, at the back of the vault, there is a hole, which is why the Amber Golem repositioned itself to block that hole.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I mentioned it because last time we all nearly bit the dust, as it were.
Yes, if any of them would try to come through, they'd be eviscerated. Is that right, Neveron?
The Amber Golem should be able to deal with most threats, though it may be that if you are wishing to visit the room where Vampire's sarcophagi once rested, now since cracked and broken, you would be required to enter that chamber, so those undead may prove a threat to you.
Which is
And
why
in
you
fact-
said not to go into there, I assume.
That is one of the reasons, but also I believe that temptation looks at Casimir and glances at you again, Octavian, is best avoided.
Of course.
I understand, Casimir, that this is the reason you came here. But
Yes.
it is not worth the risk. Both for us and for you. Bringing you in there is a risk to us. And you taking the deal is a risk to you. So I think it better that we leave without ever entering. Those undead will keep you out without our assistance.
And so will my golem.
Yes.
Aster.
As I doubt. Yes.
She will take his hand and look up at him. Please. I've just found you. I don't want anything to happen to you. We can find another way. I'll help you as much as I can. I just don't want to lose you.
That is understood. I am not going to make any deals at this point. It
So,
seems that
She
For
has
now.
tears in her eyes, by the way. Like she's,
for now, at least, I now know at least more of what the costs will be. Actually, Professor Zeke, you are the expert on these dark powers. Yes, I know them all. Back to front and sideways and upside down, even. Yes, especially the Hellhound Whisperer. I like her. What was your question? What can you tell me of the Corp Star and its requirements for making a deal? I at least feel I should know the full extent. I'm not going to take it either way, but knowing precisely what it is would be worthwhile knowledge. Corp Star, a most tempting one for many. That they are. After maintaining this voice is hilarious to me. The full details of the bargain that they strike can often be quite unique. However, what I suspect is that you will remain living but look like you were dead. You'll almost be a living zombie, perhaps. But that is merely a side effect of their influence. You would be... What is the right term? You would be forever changed and unable to return, perhaps unable to die, but perhaps unable to truly live. It is likely in this case that what has been sealed away here is a mere vestige of his power, not the true power. He allows them to bridge the gap between life and death, but once that door is opened, it can be very hard to close. Often, things will go back the other way. Though, it is fortunate its true power is not here, for then you may also have had to deal with the eldest.
Which one? What?
The leader of the Abalethic sovereignty.
Aboleth
What?
hierarchy.
Yes. A being of such immense power is said to be the eldest of all Aboleth and one of the few living beings that can use the Key of Stars to unlock the far manifold beyond Forever's reach. Not sure exactly what that is, but it sounds bad. Zudun is often sought out by the Neogi to make pacts, and it is said when the city of Sendrian fell, Zudun was the brightest star in the sky. But unfortunately, that's all I have on them. The information on Zudun is quite hard to find in terms of what pacts it makes these days. It was one of the last ones we were able to seal away due to its great power.
So, with all that and understanding, would you be willing to leave this chasm?
For now, it is the wise decision. I will not take unnecessary risks. As much as I wish to return my sister, I cannot at this point.
Katia will hug her dad and just say thank you.
They nod.
He doesn't hug me back.
He hugs you back slightly.
Thank you.
Neferon, is there anything else here that we should get a hold of before we leave?
They consider this and begin to go through an inventory in their mind, considering the various chambers. Yes. No, you don't need the sarcophagi. You found the treasure. The plundered treasury. Then it is possible, though I cannot know for... Wait, wrong voice. It is possible, though I cannot know for certain, that in one of the chambers, there may still be some spell scrolls still in place. And those would be on the other side of the temple over here. You are welcome to check those out should you wish.
I would like to be away from this place, but if the others desire to search the other chambers, we can. But again, I don't understand the need for risk. We have a safe option. No need to gamble.
We have done what we need to do here. I am in favor of leaving.
I am as well.
Agreed.
Agreed indeed.
Mm.
David just sort of rolled his eyes.
Was that a pun?
Yes.
Of course.
I mean, we have agreed. They're right there.
It's a me.
It's a you.
You.
Well,
As tempting as the...
Nephron, before we leave, can you still stay in contact with Greed, or does that connection break when we leave?
I will not have a direct connection, but I will be able to visit Greed in their dreams should they wish.
So we can't ask you to contact us when, what's their name, Rahadin visits again to plunder his vaults?
His vault will be well guarded, I shall ensure of that, but I now have more duty to protect it than before. Allowing the vault to be plundered, it was not, at the time, important treasure to me, but now that has changed.
well. For what it's worth, Nephron, the research division now has returned to this place after a long while. Should you need assistance, do let my people know.
I will do what I can.
Thank you for everything. And she'll give a polite bow to him.
They nod.
I'll place a hand on Ephron's shoulder and will nod to him and say, I'll see you again soon.
I should
Real
hope so.
soon. And thank you.
You are most welcome.
Aster will let the others walk ahead. Specifically, Aster is trying to make sure that Casimir doesn't try to slip away right as we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Katia's is right next to her dad.
For sure.
Probably holding his hand like a kid. You know.
I'm just trying to prevent wizard tricks.
No, yeah, absolutely. I totally get it. Like, I encourage it.
Yeah, I think we will, for now, we will leave the Ember Temple if no one has any...
Good riddance.
Give me a second. You can begin, obviously.
Oh, I also
Walking.
towards Nephron and I go, Ludmilla is looking to find a way into this place and is looking for secrets of her own.
Oh, that's right. She wanted to do something.
It is a
I will
fair
keep.
to give.
I will keep them in mind.
Okay, I'm totally blinking, like, above table. Like, what? Oh, it's been so long since we talked with her. Can you guys remind me what we agreed to with her, really quick?
We agreed that we would look through the place and bring back any information about vampirism that we could. I grabbed a sample of old vampiric blood, which would probably be enough to satisfy her for now.
I will fully admit I totally forgot about that, so thank you for doing that. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Katia wouldn't have forgotten, but I'm not Katia. Anyway, thank you.
Essentially, I got her a sample of an old vampiric blood. It may be desiccated, but she may be capable of using it for her purposes.
Thank you so much for grabbing that.
Yes, we would.
I am wondering, would it even be helpful for her to, what's the word, research traditional vampirism? Because Strahd isn't the traditional vampire. He is a avatar of vampire.
I think she's more looking for a cure for herself.
She's looking for a way to develop a cure in general.
Yeah.
But she wants to use it so that she could develop an antidote to a cure.
But she also wants to find a way to boost his power as well.
Or her own. She may not be aligned with Strahd personally, even if she's restricted to assisting him when he asks.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I don't really think we should trust her, but, you know.
I don't think we should trust her, but she is an asset that we can use.
Unfortunately. But I'd like to leave, please. This place sucks.
I would like to. I would like to before we go. I will close up the secret doors to get to Xanter because I don't want Ludmilla finding Xanter in the library.
Yes, I agree. That's actually a very good idea. Thank you.
We should leave a portrait of Ludmilla and tell Xanter her name.
Then he'll forget.
No!
Like we can't.
I suggest we should do that. I'm not nobody's else.
But yeah. I will close up the secret doors to get to Xanter. Since I can just climb up there before we leave. That's not too hard. So.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Did
can
we
do
ever
that.
check what was in the chest hanging from the ceiling?
No, but we saw a secret door beyond, so we've not fiddled with that. I can climb up there and try to like jimmy the chest open if you want me to, but it's on the ceiling and
I mean, yeah, it was just a thought. 'Cause I couldn't remember if we did look at it or not in the end.
like, do you want me to try something before we go with that, or?
I mean, I can't see there being much harm having a quick look.
Or if it's not worth their time, we could just go above table. But that is also a question.
Well,
but
if you want to go up on the ceiling and have a look, you can.
Yeah, I can go.
Just give me a sleight of hand check.
Sure.
Arcus can fly and give some assistance if needed.
That's true.
Yeah. No, that's not high enough. But if Arcus is assisting, I'll let you roll again.
Okay.
No. It seems even with Arcus's assistance, this lock is too complex for you to pick.
Can I just? So it's like a chest.
Mm-hmm.
I have a adamantine dagger. Can I just crack the top of it?
You can certainly try.
It automatically crits, so it would be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why Chris has a question mark for me.
Adamantine dagger, adamantine weapons automatically crit when they hit objects.
Oh, you just actually lost you on the map. Oh no, you're still there. Yeah, you can roll me an attack roll on them, because you still have to hit. Just when you hit, you crit. Let me just check the notes. This is an interesting chest in itself, so...
I am on the ceiling, at least. I guess it's more of a matter of time than anything else.
Yeah. So as you crack that open, because I won't waste too much time with it, the lid swings open and out forth a ray of energy sweeps down, turns the floor to dust, dropping skulls down, and then the chest closes back up and reseals itself.
Okay. I just looked down at the hole, like upside down. And I'm like, okay.
And then the hole also
Okay.
fixes itself.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, navigate your way out then, my friends.
Yep. I go to Octavian and go, magic hole.
Magic hole indeed. Okay, good to know.
Out of context, it's so fucking funny. What kind of magic hole?
You don't want to know.
Do you need to move us out of the temple? Is there something outside waiting for us, or do you want to just swap maps?
You have to find out.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Oh, no.
We're going to die down here.
You don't want to say
Probably are,
goodbye
guys.
to the barbarians, for example?
We
Of
can't say.
course.
Oh,
can't
yeah,
say
the
goodbye.
barbarians.
We're all on that now.
Oh, they look fine.
No, they're just chilling with their big giant husky.
I will go.
We're back.
I will look at them and go. There is a fox man in the statue. Don't go in here unless you want him to fireball you, I guess. Because he's a fiend.
Mm-hmm. They nod. We will be making our own way away soon. But we have some more preparations to do before then.
Okay.
Otherwise, we
Where
would
are you-
join you.
Where are you guys going?
Front door.
We will descend the mountains and return to our people hidden away to tell them the good news.
Ah, yes. Well, your insights were very helpful to your next hunt, and I will give them a hunter salute.
They nod. And surprisingly return the salute almost perfectly.
Oh.
Octavian will sort of offer his forearm, the one with the brand on it, to the leader. Like handshake.
Yeah.
And sort of well wishes on their journey back. And the wolf gets a good scratch under the chin.
Right charge.
Thank you all for being so welcoming.
The weird accidental lore of Misha having a wolf, only for us to find out that the research division may have come out of this tribe, was a wild moment.
Yep.
Like it was.
Can I roll insight on Casimir?
Sure.
I just kind of want to get an idea of what's going on in his little head. See if there's anything concerning. Or not concerning. I'm not picky.
He looks conflicted. but perhaps feels he's made the right decision for the moment.
She'll squeeze his hand. Just a silent gesture, just kind of to, I guess, kind of communicate to him that she's got his, that she's there, she's got him, you know.
Hello.
Hey,
If he looks at
is
her, she'll smile, you know.
as you leave Katia, a voice speaks out that you recognize. Ah, Sister Katia, it's been such a long time.
Oh no.
And you look ahead to see a rather twisted version or mutated version of one of the sisters who used to bully you at the Abbey.
No. Is this
Of course.
is she blonde or is she a brunette?
Her hair appears to have gone white, but it looks like it may have once been blonde. This is the lead one of the three.
Olga.
Yep.
And how did you get up the mountain?
Why, I had a ride.
You guys wouldn't know what she looks like. You guys don't know this is her yet. She didn't. I just wanted to.
No, they don't. But they know who
I do.
this is.
Oh, Rahadin.
As
Oh.
Rahadin
What?
descends from the sky aboard Strahd's mount.
What's going on?
Well, you see, Katia, you're not the only one who can make friends. I made friends with Rahadin here, and he decided to help me punish you for everything you did to us. And to return you to where you belong.
Where is that? If I may ask.
Why, back with the one you betrayed us for.
Olga. Haven't I
Yes.
suffered enough?
I
lost everything that day.
believe more
And-
correctly as well with the memories. Olga, you were the traitor. In the first place.
I simply told the truth. Katia was the one consorting with a vampire.
Weren't you the person who invited the vampire to Kresk?
I simply sent out a letter. And that letter drew interest. What can I say? My writing can be very persuasive. But now he has decided he wants you home. Isn't that right, Rahadin? Yes. And as for the rest of you, it is time for you to cease your adventures and your meddling. Return what you have taken and return to the dirt from which you came.
No.
I'm sorry.
And-
What?
And he snaps
thought
his
this was all-
fingers,
Your master's game?
and we're
that we're
going into
playing?
initiative.
Holy crap! Holy fuck! Holy crap! Holy fuck!
As
by the
some of
way-
us- Hmm?
Does she count as a undead fiend or aberration?
Nope.
And oh wait, Ocelophon?
Eucephalus would be a fiend.
Eucephalus, yes. However, I believe your power only extends to the material plane.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It means that they use planar travel to get here.
So they're not actually here, or they are here?
Oh no,
They
they're
are
here.
here.
They just
No, but they
just
weren't here
traveled via other
a couple of
means.
seconds ago.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'd rather die.
I did roll my initiative, but it didn't come up. Let's try it again.
Yeah, I can see it. 20, I can see it in there.
Yeah, I've just rolled that. I rolled it prior and it hadn't come up at all.
Right, but Aster, you're up first in this combat.
I am up first. What is my best course of action? I think for now. What do you guys think? Do we retreat back into the temple to use the bottleneck to our advantage, or do we fight it out here?
With
problem
these
with-
elementals, maybe use the hallway, yes.
The problem with me is if they have any large, we're screwed being in a bottleneck like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Either way, it's a difficult decision. However, if we do pull back into the temple, we might be able to get the help of
Nephron.
Nephron, yes.
If you guys think that's the best idea, then yeah, I agree. I got no ideas.
Oh,
Cause she's got to be a Twilight Cleric too, right?
Maybe.
Thank you, Bryn, for the clarification. Very, very insightful.
She
You don't know
could
what she's
be-
capable of now.
Nope,
She could
I
be a
don't.
Shadow Sorceress for all we know. She could be a Barbarian.
well, I can do this at least, so I will. I will use a spell slot to Hunter's Mark to start with.
Yeah, it's marking one of the Earth Elementals. Also, I love this new art for the Earth Elemental. It's awesome.
And I'm going to start with something that may be a little helpful for us, which is that I'm going to use my heavy crossbow to sunder the Earth Elemental. And I will go for the infused strike.
And is Sunder one of those that needs 5 or more to
Nope.
succeed? No, Sunder just works.
Yes,
But it-
Thunder works, and you don't add your ability modifier to the damage
Yeah,
roll.
it shouldn't have the ability modifier, so that'd be 5 less.
Okay. Okay.
Whoops. I'm just trying to... Wasn't trying to attack it again. I was trying to attack another one, but... I would have attacked this other one with thunder as well. So
Let
minus
me
5 damage
restore
there.
this health from this one. Will take. Okay, and then see from that one.
Then I will move. 40 foot.
Yourself, I should be sharing initiative. Well, that's actually convenient. It ended up initiative. Ken, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, then Rahadin on Bucephalus will charge forward, gliding across the air. And as he does so, actually, before he gets close, yeah, that seems like an appropriate target.
On the movement, James.
Mm-hmm.
Lose the path.
On Bucephalus.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I need to
Sure.
target it? Yeah.
Yeah. What? It's a wisdom save, right?
Yes, I believe. Let me have a look. Yeah, wisdom save. I tried casting it, saying it's coming up MIDI use or MIDI save.
That's fine. That's pass.
He succeeds, and now if Bucephalus is immune to lose the path for
Yeah.
an hour.
But they threw a powerful dart at Casimir, stabbing him in the neck. But
Don't know which one of these I meant to click on. Sorry.
just ignore it for now. Not sure we've
Yeah.
automated
That's fine.
that one properly.
That's fine. I'll just knock a spell slot off. That's fine.
Either. I'm just trying to work. He'd got a 15. His AC is 15. He had temporary HP. That's what it was.
Yep.
I was trying to work out why that only did seemingly 1 damage to him. I'm like, what?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So he will continue his charge in. And will swing his scimitar. No, technically not. Will swing his scimitar twice at Casimir. Who, in this case, is going to use a spell slot to cast Shield on himself, putting his AC up to 20 for the turn, which makes that last attack. Excuse me. Whatever. It's actually going to work for me. Is this the automated version of the spell? Probably not.
I mean, his AC is 15, so the automated version is technically what we needed to do. So.
Yeah, so it hits, and he just doing what you can to protect your daughter, the daughter that shouldn't exist. And he will swing his scimitar again. What is with the 5s? How the hell did I roll 5 3 times in a row? And I'll put him back. She would be on Bucephalus, and you know what? As it would actually be Bucephalus' turn as well. Might as well use the mount properly. And Bucephalus will try to strike as well.
50!
How? 3 times. I know it's a different roll to get the result, but still. And then let me just check. That's an action. That's an action. That will be Octavian's turn.
Right. That's gonna be you.
Hi there, you're right. I just here to collect an order. I should be alright, thank you. Perfect. Cheers. You too. Take care.
Cam forgot to mute.
Yeah.
He can take out while we're dying.
Yeah, sorry. Can I? So I'm going to bonus action, starry form into
delivering
the.
That's
thing to
fucking
Amber
awful. I'm so sorry about that.
He's
Oh,
collecting his next
ran out.
delivery.
into
That's
the
awful.
dragon.
Yeah, you should be able
dragon!
to select that.
So it says I have
funny.
none left, but I should. I've not used both of them. I've still got both my wild. I've got 2 wild shapes still.
It might be broken because of all the updates happening, because it was happening while we were in the temple, so...
Yeah, I know I've used it once.
Yeah, starry form. Let me just have a look. What are you trying to use? I'm just looking at this. Consumption uses one use of this item. No, that's not it. Okay, give it a go now.
Dragon. Thank you. That'll give me my wisdom check or con saving throws, concentration as a 10 if it's a 9 or lower. And then I'm going to cast. Where's the big hell kitty? 100 animals. What I'm trying to remember what the range is on that thing.
10 feet. But it has its claw feature is now an emanation. So if you click its claw, it should just target everything for you.
Okay, I just need to pull the 100 animal sheet up.
If you just double click on the token itself, it should. Do
Okay.
it.
Yep. And yeah, I'm just gonna. They're 15 feet away, aren't they?
You probably would want to...
So I'll
yeah.
move it there then, so because I want to hit him as well, the smug brick.
Yeah.
100 animals target is 50. Oh, what am I target? Oh, it's because I'm targeting myself.
Yeah.
There we go.
Why did that not target anything? That was working before. I'll roll that dex save in a second. Okay, there we go. That's obviously.
Yeah.
Rahadin would have succeeded looking at that. And
Well, 12.
no, sorry, Bucephalus would have succeeded.
Yeah.
Rahadin would have failed. So Rahadin. Yeah.
Yep.
Of course,
will
1,
take
Rahadin
them.
0.
And I'll start moving back
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
Not sort of all the way, but sort of enough so people can get behind me. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Casimir will put his hands together and go, Rahadin, it's been a long time. But you must be a fool if I think I'm going to let you take her back to that monster. I will protect her like I couldn't before. Breeze in the mountain cold. Scum. And take your damn fiery horse with you.
Ooh, big boy coming out.
That roll is terrible.
Yeah, he didn't do great.
Oh,
And they both succeeded.
After saying such an epic line, that's so sad.
Yep.
I'm going to assume my woe's not going to do a thing for that.
no.
Not against those. I mean, no, his DC is not that high, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd do anything.
That's so unfortunate.
Okay. Read. Unmute Cam just in case. Are you back, Cam?
I am, yes. I'm.
Yeah.
First of all, really sorry about that, but yes, I did have food.
Yeah. No
I didn't
problem.
realize I was muted when I left. Right. So it's actually
You
blown
want
my
to cut-
idea out of the water. So I am going to Eldritch Blast Rahadin, and I want to push him off
Yes,
of said hole.
Yeah, you can certainly try. I should have used this other feature when he was
I like
in
how
there.
everybody's
Oh, well.
like, kill the horse.
Oh shit! Bonus action hex. Sorry, I'm really bad at using that.
Well, you missed your first blow.
Oh, sick. Oh, did
Your
it just
second
roll
is a
twice?
hit. Yep. But I'll allow you
Roll a
to do the
d6,
hex, so
roll a
roll me the
d6.
so cast them in and then add the and then just do a d6.
Oh.
Okay.
And yeah, I want to attempt to push him back and potentially off.
Yeah, he will fall off the horse, but I'm going to give him a dex save to see if he manages to land on his feet or not. No. Nope, wrong thing. He falls and he will take no damage because he's falling onto snow and he didn't fall that far.
Is he
But
prone?
That's fair.
yes, I'm just looking for the prone symbol, which I'm being blind about. I know. I'll just do it on his sheet. I cannot see the actual prone symbol. Then there we go. And that's your turn, Greed.
Yep, that's my turn.
Misha, you're up.
Your time is up.
Oh,
Damn, match roll. Divine Bell.
That is Toll the Dead. No!
damn.
It's my version of Toll the Dead.
They look up at you. The only bell I heed is my master's.
Wait, why are you all standing here?
Haven't had a chance to move. Well, Greed, did you want to move? Sorry, on your turn.
Yeah, in fact, I probably should just move out slightly this
yeah.
way.
Okay.
I thought
You
we
wanna-
were going to back into the temple.
Oh, we're backing in.
Yeah.
Well, we thought it might be an idea because if we're in the temple and they come in, you could ask your new friend very nicely for help.
Additionally, there's some barbarians who I'm sure who would love to test their metal,
Sure.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
backing.
Yeah.
who are allied with us. So
And if we're fast enough, we can. What's it called? Oh yeah, bonus action. I'm gonna unsheath my blades.
Ah, lighting the holy sunblade.
Yeah.
Ah, one of Strahd's most loyal minions. I will long to slit their throat, purify their soul.
Let's do that in a minute. And I will stand in the hallway. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use my movement to mount Wover.
Yeah.
That should be
Okay.
my turn.
Olga's turn, who will slither towards the party as her dress swishes apart, revealing a long snake-like tail.
Of course.
Mm,
Really should have dragged Casimir back.
yeah. Also,
So
I
this
think
is the
Olga needs to
father
make a
of...
dex save.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
With advantage.
Oh
Do you want
yeah.
to just target them and swing it this time?
Now, just roll. Does a 15 beat a save?
15 is my DC.
Wait, are you
So
exhausted?
meets it beats.
Are you exhausted?
No,
I thought your DC was 16.
No.
apparently not. I've got a wisdom of 18, so plus 4.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it is 15. Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep, so it meets, so it beats. So this is the father of the half-breed bitch. I look forward to ripping him apart for creating you. And she wraps her long snake-like tail around him. And Casimir needs to make a strength save. Yep.
Wait a minute. Does it not have an attack? Oh, it's a save. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Casimir immediately drops to death's door, which I do not know how to do the effect
Oh
for.
shit.
Don't I have any reactionary spells that
Not
I
for
have
that,
right
you
now?
don't.
I mean, it's probably
And-
her whole turn, so.
Mm. 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 Well, we're also going to do this on Katia.
What do you mean?
I suggest you come with us.
Ah!
Can she feel
And
this?
I think
I'm right next to her.
He is right next
If
to me,
she-
yeah.
You have a plus
If
5.
she
so-
rolls, it's like plus 12, so he could potentially fail. No. Katia easily manages to resist the honeyed words of the serpentine spider-like creature. And that will be the end.
I'd rather eat my own shit.
That can be arranged. Your turn, Katia.
Oh boy, it's my turn. Okay, fucking cunt.
Your father is on the floor, gripped
Yeah,
in
I
her
know.
tail.
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Ah! Okay, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm fine.
On the plus side, he died outside of the temple.
And in front of
would
me.
have died. He would have died outside the temple, so we would be able to resurrect him if he dies here.
Yes.
On the plus side, he died.
Yes.
But yeah, so
Anyway,
that might shift your action somewhat.
I know! Shit. Okay, she needs to get her off him, but also try to heal him so he doesn't immediately die, but also need to get her off of him. Fuck, what do I do? Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Usa, I'm fine. Okay. I don't know what I have available right now. Hold on. Foundry, please don't keep crashing on me.
I think your only healing spell you have active at the moment is Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Which would be your action.
I will. Oh god. I'm gonna cure wounds him because it's easier. It'd be easier to heal him now than for him to take any more damage. Because if he takes any more damage right now, which he's in a position, he's in a very, very bad position right now. Because if he takes any more damage, he's gonna be like dead. But I can't get him out of the constriction. So like I don't know what to do. I'm tripping a little bit.
Higher
It's
level.
fine. Higher level cure wounds.
Did you want to do it at a higher level?
Yes,
I did it at
absolutely.
Okay, what level did you want to do it at?
The max one. The strongest one I can do.
You're going for Cure Wounds?
Yes, I'm trying to heal him. Are you?
Okay, let me just remind myself.
Unless you think
how
that's
many
way too much.
It might be, but then again, she does hit like a truck, so she might need all the help. So that's another 68. I will use the 4th level, because that is what you said.
My dad is not
Okay,
today.
gets an extra 18 back. He is still restrained by her, so we need to be restrained on him. Okay, so that was your action. Is there anything you'd like to do as a bonus? Or is that your turn?
It was a bonus. That's the question. Can I activate my Twilight Sanctuary? Or because we had that short rest.
Let me see. Do you have any Channel Divinity uses left? Yes, so you could activate Twilight Sanctuary. So,
And
I'm guessing. Okay, let me activate that. Use that. I think that's probably applied to you automatically. It has, so I will, but you obviously had higher than that, so I will apply those 10 temp to Casimir, because I'm assuming that's what you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now comes my Rocky boys. Who will dash forward.
No.
I believe Earth Elementals, if I remember correctly, can only move through unworked stone.
Oh, you might be that's actually a very valid point. Let me double check. You are indeed correct. Okay, in which case these will have to just begin charging. Actually, wait, with their move. Yeah.
If they
Why
do
not?
that, they need to make a dex save.
Oh yeah, they'll make a dex save.
Yep, Kitty's on guard.
Which they will fail, so just roll the damage tank.
Yep. 3d10, isn't it?
Is it 3d10? Yep, 3d10. Nice sizable chunk. So do minus 19 of that would be. Yeah, that does work. But then this one will
You alright, Chris?
take a double slam attack at Katia.
Ah!
Whoa.
Yeah, you can woe. And a woe will be an automatic failure for it because it basically exactly hit her AC.
So she'd get her
Oh my god.
temp HP back.
Just a no.
Yeah. Which
No. No. You're not gonna hurt her.
Yep. And then it will swing again.
Damn it. I can't do another one. I've only got one use left.
No, I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Well, in this
appreciate
case, there
the
is
effort.
something that Katia can do.
Remind me, I'm stupid.
Gift of the Metallic Dragon.
Gift of the Metallic Dragon to boost your AC temporarily.
She doesn't know she has that ability yet.
No, but as this fist swings in, from your necklace, it twists around your neck, and two spectral amethyst dragon wings block the blow.
Whoa!
And then fade away.
In her head, she's like, what the fuck was that? Okay, we don't got time to unpack that.
Yep. And this one, what's that range?
Whatever it was, we don't have the time to unpack that.
Range something 10. I mean, not range something. No, it's not. This one, seeing that getting up close has been a problem, picks up a chunk of the ground and throws it at you, Katia. And this time, you have no way to defend against it as it strikes into you. And
Ow.
it also knocks you off your feet.
Ah, shit, I'm prone. Great.
Yeah. Right. And then we are going to wrap up at the end of this round of combat, I will say.
Awesome! That's great. Lovely.
Yeah, you should be in range. That was not one I meant to throw it from, but whatever. That's a miss. Actually, wait, I only did one attack with this one. These get two. What am I doing? This, so I will say that one came from that one, so then two attacks can come from this one towards you, Misha. And I don't think you have any defense from that.
Nope.
So you are not prone by that blow.
Why am I knocked prone? Because
that's... Yep. Target is a larger or smaller creature who has the prone
sitting
condition.
on my mount. How does that work?
Oh, that's a good point. I guess you would fall off your mount and now, I guess, there. Just put you there. You won't take any damage from that, just, And then that was that one's first attacks. Yeah, these are 2024 Earth Elementals.
I hate this change.
Yeah, I do think that if it's a mind
just
condition,
putting this
it's
out.
in general.
That's counting as a wall there, really? No, it's not. Go away, wall. their sake, because they know you're there. They can see you. Let's try that again. Can I hit Octavian today? Yay!
Oh no!
I hit Octavian,
Oh no!
but I can't break the concentration. But I still hit Octavian and knocked him prone.
I don't get a save on that? God.
No.
Yeah, it's a bad change. Like, should be saves if they're getting damage off.
Mhm.
Well, this next one will provoke a save from your kitty, so I will target it for you and see if this works. There we go. That seems to work.
Cat.
Yeah,
The kitty.
That's weird when Rin said.
makes the
yeah.
save.
Yeah, I'm not gonna woe that.
I can still hit most of the party. Okay. Greed.
Would I have cover? Would we have cover from the structure?
Yeah, because they're in the building.
And we're
Yes,
fairly.
but you're still it.
I'm blocking the doorway
Yes.
as well.
You're not
Katia!
anymore. You were not.
Oh, shit, no, I'm not. I'm on my ass, aren't I? God damn
I
it.
will give you.
Katia and Casimir are still outside.
Yeah, but you're prone, so it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
going to
prone
go
now.
for you two. I'll give you 2 half cover for this. But Greed, you
Hello.
get bolder.
Oh god. Yeah, not even with my my mage armor that's gonna hit.
And you're not prone.
Did you delete my?
You get knocked prone, and you get knocked prone. Sorry.
Yeah, delete what?
I don't know. Some walls here.
I deleted a wall that was there
That was deliberately
because
there.
it was blocking.
Yep, that's because there's a staircase that leads down.
But that wouldn't provide like complete cover for them
No, it's not cover. It's about
in this
sight.
case.
The wall doesn't prevent movement at
Yeah,
all.
but I know, but
The reason why you just gave
Because
Aster
these-
and Greed cover is the same reason that there is difficulty seeing unless you're
Yeah.
at a particular point. It's not a wall, it's a proximity wall.
yes, but these things would know where they are.
Yeah, that's
To be
fine.
able
I'm
to-
not talking about that. I'm talking about you delete the wall, which helps to know which characters are within a certain
Yeah, I couldn't
site or not.
attack them at all was the problem. Because it was saying that there was a wall stopping me. So it was just easier for combat for that.
Oh, it looks like 2 fall off, regardless of the condition applied by the monster. Misha would have to make a save. Like he would get a save anyway against it, because of the way falling off of a mount works.
Okay. In which case, you can
We
make
can
a.
talk about this after the game because we're
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
close to it.
Actually hitting the party.
I mean,
Not-
plus the 8 does help.
I know, but still. And with that, as these earth emeralds come in, raining down boulders that they pick up from the ground, smashing into you, even with the ability of cover, they will. We will end there for this week, and we'll come back next week. Stay tuned to see if the party can survive this and deal with the darkness that is Vampire and Strahd. But
Shut up,
join
Jake.
us. But join us Friday for the hidden shrine of Tomoa-chan this week.
Ooh.
Join us Sunday for the Actually, no. Join us tomorrow for Icewind Dale first, Friday for the Hidden Shrine of Tomochan, Sunday for the Icewind Trekkers, and we'll be back next Tuesday. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Wait, okay. Which lights?
Oh.
I thought Witchlight was off at the moment.
No, it was off this week.
It was only yesterday.
I was only that 1 week. I thought it was off.
No, it was
some reason.
only yesterday. We continue Monday.